Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rooted Coop channel. Today we're going to be diving into the enchanting world of salt soap, where serenity and sunrise meets the freshness of a deep forest. I'm thrilled to share some behind the scenes magic of this unique creation. Today we're going to be making a luxurious salt soap that is infused with the essence of a deep forest. A carefully chosen essential oil blend that captures the essence of a pristine forest. It smells like bathing in nature's embrace. I'm also going to be adding in some charcoal powder for detoxification and some green mica powder for just a touch of natural elegance. I'm adding my lye water solution into my base oils so we can begin the process. But why sea salt, you ask? Well, beyond its mesmerizing appearance, sea salt is a powerhouse for your skin. It's packed with minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium to help nourish, cleanse, and rejuvenate. The gentle exfoliation from the salt crystals also promotes a radiant glow, leaving your skin feeling refreshed and renewed. So I'm bringing my oils and my lye water solution to a trace. And then I will be adding in my charcoal powder with just that touch of green mica powder in it as well. I just diluted it with just a touch of water to make it disperse a little easier in my soap batter. I'm just going to add in my essential oil blend. Just going to bring to a light trace before I add my salt in. In my container, I have about a 50-50 blend of regular sea salt and some pink Himalayan sea salt. I don't have a reason for that. That was just, I had both types of salt on hand and I wanted a little bit of both in there, so I don't have a reason. It's just what I felt like doing today. I thought it would be wonderful. Just kind of using my stick blender to stir it together. And then I'll stick blend it just a touch to make sure that I don't have any clumps or any pockets of salt that did not get incorporated. Make sure everything's well blended. I normally do my salt bars in a silicone mold, one of the individual bars. And so this is actually my first time of pouring it into the mold and cutting it. I wasn't really for sure how all of it would work out, so I was trying this out. Um, I was afraid it would be too hard, and so I had to be sure and set a timer whenever I was done with this so I could come back and check on it. I believe it was about 3.5 hours when I came back for the cut. I got a little bit impatient. I think I had set my timer for like 4 hours, but at 3.5, I thought, let's try it and see. So I've got it all mixed up and I'm just going to pour it into the mold. And I'm shooting this at a different angle, so it was a little awkward for me to get this in there. So I'm going to have to change some things up in my filming. Felt like I was working backwards, so I'm going to have to change a few things. Do y'all prefer the overhead shots or from the side like this? Because like I said, I'm going to be changing a few things up, and so try to figure out what works better. But yeah, this poured up beautifully, and it smells amazing. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of my pink Himalayan sea salt. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of it down the top just to give it a little extra touch. Alrighty, here we are. It's been the 3.5 hours. But yeah, it came out. It didn't stick to the mold or anything. Came out beautifully. I do have my gloves on for this cut. That way, if any of the saponification hasn't quite completed, I'm all geared up and protected to not hurt my hands. And then I was nervous about this cut. All of my past knowledge is how hard these bars get because there is a pretty high coconut content on this recipe. And so I was kind of nervous about this cut. Didn't know if it was going to be a hard bar to cut or what, but doing it at this point, it was soft. It just went right through there with no problems whatsoever. Um, the bars were soft, so I was trying to be careful with those, not to mess with them too much. And I didn't have this in the footage for y'all, but I've got a pan over here to the side. And what I've done is I've set them on the pan and then just separated them where the cut is. And then I will I just use some paper towels to kind of tuck them in a little bit so they can finish setting up. But make sure you separate those bars so that they don't stick together even though you've cut them. But here's what it looked like. This was, I think, 2 days later before I finally got back out to getting this final footage for y'all. But they turned out absolutely beautiful. So this was definitely, I can make a bigger batch and it matches with the rest of my bars. So I like this better than the single bars. But I was always afraid to do those because I'd always heard how hard these got and how difficult they were. And I was nervous that cutting it at 3.5 to 4 hours, I was so nervous about that. But as you can see, it all turned out beautiful. Got that little bit of salt on top just to make it extra pretty. And there we have it. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your experience. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Until next time, stay clean, stay creative, and stay rooted. Enjoy the scents and embrace the suds. Bye for now, y'all.